Well, do you have a new puppy or a dog at home who could use some training? Well, this edition of Pet Pals from Best Mattress, Crook Canine, shares some insight on how all dog training needs to be age appropriate.
Hey guys, we got another great edition of Best Mattresses Pet Pals segment today. We're really focused in on dog training. So first I want to start with Dave Mizrahi, the owner of Best Mattress. Dave, what are we really talking about today?
Well, with all the people getting pets now during this pandemic, we brought Jamie Crook in here from Crook Canine to teach us on how the proper way to train your pet as a puppy and as an adult dog.
Okay, so we're really excited about that. Jamie, it's great to be with you from Crook Canine. So Jamie, today our overarching theme is really dog training needs to be age appropriate. I've never really heard of this. Can you dive a little deeper for us so we can at home learn about this?
Right, well, dogs, like people, go through an adolescence, and that adolescence is going to be compressed. For most dogs, that takes about 2.5 to 3 years. So you're going to see a lot of different periods for your puppy as he grows. So for me, when clients call me, a lot of times when they say, I'm having trouble with my 3-year-old German Shepherd or my 2-year-old Golden Doodle, I'll ask them if they've done any training, and they say, well, sure. When he was 6 months old, we took him to training. So once again, that's a little bit like saying my child went to first grade and got straight A's, so I figured, hey, he was done with his education. The reality is you're going to have different challenges as your dog comes to maturity and as he is mentally challenged. A lot of times people will say to me, I know my dog needs more exercise. Your dog needs more mental exercise. He wants to solve puzzles, and you want him solving the puzzles that you want rather than ones that he creates.
Okay, so we got to make sure that we're really thinking age appropriate when it comes to training. Now, there's 2 parts to training. Can you tell us about that?
Right, so there's the actual information that you're teaching your dog, which might be stability work like holding a downstay or working on leash, or even coming to you from a distance. Lulu, come. Good girl, good. Heel, heel, down. The second part of dog training is all the rest of the time. So by that we mean exercise pens, crates. We're teaching our dog how to be away from us. And we're doing this so that the dog doesn't develop separation anxiety and begins to understand the value of the living room and the value of your presence, especially during this time of COVID, where people have their animals around them so much of the time. The problems they're running into are the dogs just assume that you're always going to be available to them. So management and structure is the second part.
We got 2 parts, age-appropriate stuff. I've never heard of that before. Jamie, thank you so much for all that great insight. I know everybody at home is really pleased with all that information. Now, Dave, tell us lastly, Best Mattress, Pet Pals. If people adopt a pet, what happens?
Well, if you adopt a pet from Pet Pals, you'll get a free pet bed from Best Mattress. So make sure to adopt that pet when you see it on Pet Pals.
There you go. Dave, thanks for being with us. Jamie, thanks again. Guys, I'll toss it back to you in the studio.
All right, Mike, thank you. And for more information on Crook Canine, visit crookcanine.com. For Best Mattress, visit bestmattress.com. And remember, if you adopt a pet from Pet Pals, you'll get that free pet bed from Best Mattress. So make sure to adopt that pet.